Okay, during lunch we're at the Solana conference. And it's wonderful here. And I got this offered for this newsletter, the Syndicate Times, and I'm talking now to let me see, Landon Bish. Okay,
yes.
And you're the founder of this newsletter.
Yeah, it's me and two of my childhood best friends, and we founded this company 2 years ago. So it's been a lot of fun.
What do you do exactly? What is the focus of this newsletter?
Yeah, so we aggregate NFT and Web3 news and provide those to over 1,100 NFT communities across the Solana and Ethereum ecosystems.
Okay. When did you start?
We started this particular newsletter in January of this year.
Yeah, but I mean, when did you get into the business?
So I really came into this space 2 years ago, January 2021-ish.
Yeah, when NFTs was going
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah, I came in a little bit late, unfortunately. I caught the wave down, but it's been a lot of fun for sure.
So now you have a good idea of what's going on now. How depressed is everybody now that 95% down in value?
Yeah, everyone's kind of coping on the timeline a little bit. I think people are a little bit sad that their bags are down a little bit, but I think one thing you really see, especially with the Solana community here, is people coming together, really resonating with each other and learning more about how they can...
Is 95% of the people gone? All the tourists are gone?
Yeah, I'd say most people are gone. I think what you really see here, especially staying here in the ecosystem, are people who were looking for community in some capacity of another in Web 2 or in Web 3, right? So they stayed here for the friends that they made along the way. Okay,
let's first talk about Solana versus Ethereum, right? Because Solana is nice, big, fast transaction, low cost, and Ethereum is the big guy.
Right.
What do you think is the value in terms of transactions if you compare Solana versus Ethereum?
Yeah, whenever you're looking at Ethereum NFT transactions compared to Solana, you're looking at multiples over Solana, right? I mean, some days it can get up to 10x Solana's volume, and as a result, it's definitely been a blow for the ecosystem. A lot of people have lost confidence in Solana NFTs, but some of the community, I mean, as you can see with the event, like some of the community still stands with the chain, and they're more than willing to cash out on their own for NFTs for sure.
And a lot of famous NFT who started in Solana basically went to Ethereum. What is the most known one?
Yeah. So DeGods. I mean, this is the story of the year basically. So DeGods was a collection originally on Sol, made possible by D Labs, and for them, they just outgrew the chain. They said, hey, let's go to Ethereum. Maybe there's more upside for us and our holders.
Because they had what percentage of the market in Solana?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the number exactly off the top of my head, but they were doing like dozens and dozens of the trading volume and percentages, probably like 30, 40, 50%, including DeGods themselves, Utes, and their YouTubes. They had 3 collections on the chain.
So the majority of the business was on Solana, and then they went to Ethereum. How did that go?
Yeah, it was a nightmare. A lot of people were very skeptical of the migration, and for the D-Labs team, they've had a lot of skepticism on them, just for the recent events that have been going on for them internally.
Okay, so they've struggled in Ethereum.
They struggled in Ethereum there was a lot of different controversy that happened. Like they had one big whale, dump a ton, and then a controversial whale bought a ton, and then caused a lot of problems. They had another update that happened that people...
So it was wonderful. It was really exciting to have a newspaper.
Yeah. They ended up being one of our more floodish stories in the newspaper as well. So, they learned a lot, but,
Okay. So NFT is totally down the drain, and everybody is waiting for it to recover. What about Solana itself? If you look at FTX, when it went down, how are they doing? How's the ecosystem?
I think the ecosystem's pretty good, to be honest. Everything you see, I mean, whenever you talk to marketing, thing like that in Solana, there's a very concentrated community here. Whenever you Ethereum, a lot, so it's a lot of Solana, it's a lot of work, reading, showing up, and doing stuff. But it's definitely not a people market, but just a player.
Yeah, but at this conference. Seems to be quite a bunch of people and very enthusiastic.
Right, yeah, there's tons of people here who are very excited about what's going on, and a lot of them have NFTs. They're not only coming to the convention, they're going to side events to meet their friends that they met online, and it's a big part of the community here in Solana.
What about you? I mean, you make your money probably of advertising, right? I mean, how did advertising do in this horrible time?
Yeah, so advertising and marketing in Web3, it's not great, of course, but you live and you learn, but typically in this bear market, especially in Web3, it's really hard to go to market here. So for us at Syndicate, we're very apparent about, okay, how can we help these guys do what they do best, which is build, and then how can we get them publicity along the way, right? So
So is there some idea of what's going to happen? I mean, they went to 4th or 5th place.
Right.
They went from number 50 to number 4 or something.
right.
What do they expect? What will happen in 2024?
Right, there's a lot of cool stuff happening with Solana. Like they just announced on the main stage that Fire Dancer is.
What is Fire Dance? I have no idea what Fire Dancer is. Can see how clueless I am.
Yeah, so Fire Dancer is a client that you can run to help validate the chain, and it's multiplies the speed of Solana. I don't know the multiple off the top of my head, but it's going to help with decentralization. It helps move us toward a faster chain, a more scalable chain, and make things a lot easier. So you got
It's already fast. It is already scalable. I mean, what is the problem?
Yeah, but they want to make only possible on Solana even stronger, even better, right? How can we make this ultimate universal layer chain where everyone can interact on this? Anything is on Solana.
Unlimited amount of volume and unlimited and very, very low cost.
Right.
And okay, what about the companies who are on there? I mean, do you see any interesting companies?
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff coming up. I mean, in terms of like, I'm more related to the NFT market personally. So like stuff like Tensor, we're having a lot of innovation in NFT marketplaces. You also see some cool stuff from loans like Sharkify, which I definitely recommend. Those are some great people really thinking outside the box about how can we do some more cool stuff here in Solana.
Okay, read all about it in the Syndicate Times, and that is www.
SyndicateNetwork.io.
Okay, thank you.
Excellent.